Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna show you guys every tower that I have in Tower Creator that isn't deleted. I won't be taking Citadels into this video or mini tower projects, etc. Just normal towers. So yeah, let's just start. So first of all, we have Tower of Craziness, and this tower is kind of cool for a reason, because it has a it's like a really creative concept. Basically with craziness I mean that you basically have to complete 9 floors first of all, and then you just do a dropper, and then you have to redo the entire tower, but basically just with different gameplay in the entire tower. And that's kind of a creative concept for the time. This was also like an earlier era of my tower creating. It definitely was looking really good for the time of compared to a lot of other towers that I had at the time. This is still not my best tower in my opinion. I definitely tried a lot more with like creative gameplay than good, which you can really see in some parts. But yeah, also this is not the most creative tower that I've ever made. Of course not. I had some change-ups, but yeah, this was like one of my oldest towers. Oh my god. Yeah, this tower really had like kind of gimmicky gameplay and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, on this floor, basically what happens is this. You basically go into this. Yeah, and then we do just this dropper. And this was definitely like the first time I made a kind of wacky frame in the towers. Of course, nowadays I do a lot more. Okay, no, my original towers are not that wacky. Most of the times the mini towers have more of the cool frames, I guess. Okay, yeah, Roblox physics have suddenly just changed. Yeah, and then we just get this part was made. Yeah, this was a collab with Elgato, so some parts are really different. Mostly just the only parts made by Elgato was this part of the dropper and the beginning. But yeah, this part is sadly unfinished, and Elgato also wanted to do the first part of the B-side kind of thing, I guess. But yeah, the rest of the dropper was made by me, as you can probably notice by now. I think I made this around the time where I beat TYE. I don't know if this is, you know. Okay, yeah, the rest of this dropper is pretty simple, I guess. And then you just basically get this button, and then you just need to do this gameplay around. You know, like the rest of this tower is of course not done. And tell me in the comments if I should continue this tower. Of course I've made some parts in these extensions, like this part here, which is kind of cool. It's inspired by Killjoys. But we also have like this extension on floor 5, which, yeah, it's pretty simple, I guess. But yeah, this part is also pretty cool. This is like a mix between 2IE. I wouldn't really say impossible expectations, but it's kind of is. I don't know. Okay, I don't remember adding this. Oh yeah, I think I tried to make like a relaxation area, but then I quit. But yeah, let's just continue with the next tower, and that's Tower of Challenge. And growing intensivity. Well, you know, this was also again another collab with Gato. And this one is kind of cool, I guess. This one is definitely like the first time I didn't really make that creative of a tower. It still has like some cool sections, I guess, but this is the first one that's just bad and not creative. Definitely the first parts are pretty good though. Gato did a pretty good job, I'd say. They're definitely like, this is definitely unbalanced though. Since the later floors are really easy and the like first half is like the middle is around, is like the hardest part of this tower, like floor 5 to 7 I'd say is like all around like the hardest tower floors of this tower. But yeah, again, this has a lot of creative sections, and I put this in my fan game, even though it's definitely heavily changed up and mostly just worse, because when I made that part, when I made that version, I wasn't really that good at tower building on PC, or Studio at least. But yeah, I think it's kind of obvious what parts were made by me and what by Agato, which by Agato. Yeah, this is really simple to be honest. But yeah, growing intensivity. This was like my solo tower, and this was a follow-up to Tower of Craziness. So I tried to I wanted to make like a trilogy called the Difficulty Trilogy. Basically Tower of Craziness, this tower, and Tower of No Remorse, which was just gonna be a follow-up to this tower. Sadly, I haven't really made a Tower of No Remorse version in Tower Crater like I wanted it to be in, you know, like originally. I made one for my fan game, but that one isn't really related to Tower of Craziness, that version at least. So I definitely want to make a version of that Tower Crater with, you know, just some here, just like, you know, the client object based gameplay that this tower has. It's not really client object based, but it's also not pure. So it's like a mix, I guess, like an old tower. But yeah, I definitely tried to do the variety. This was also the first time that I played Tower Crater after my Zoom exchange in 2025. Which also why my building still wasn't really that. Okay, it was still pretty bad. I haven't really decreased that much, as you can see by some of the gameplay on this floor. But yeah, this tower's cool parts, I guess, are this tower crossing section, and that's it. Yeah. We also have this extension, which is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, besides that, there's really not that much special in this tower. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to the next tower, which is Tower of Difficulty Chart Epic Edition. So, cool edition, sorry, yeah. First of all, this was made in 1 to 2 hours. And yeah, help by okay, yeah, it's Tim Tom, I think. So I already, and Fyodoric. I misspelled these, definitely. Autocorrect, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, I just added these names to make it like it's a joke, I don't know. Yeah, I put verify if anyone wants to verify this. Here's the ID, it's hell though. Yeah, this is definitely, like, this is like the joke tower that I made. I just wanted to make a tower difficulty chart, but like did not put any effort into this, since, you know, like this concept of a tower has been done so many times. It's actually insane. So I'm just basically adding insult to injury, I guess. I don't know, because, you know, this is basically just, and the thing is, like, there's some unironic TODC towers which are the same or worse quality than this. And again, this was made when I like in like 1 to 2 hours, and the figures that I got braces, which meant that this was like my second day with braces, which meant that I had like a lot of teeth came with it, that you basically have to get braces. At least it was like for me and for my friends like that. And you know that also one of the reasons why I just wanted to make it, because I feel people. But yeah, this tower, it's okay until you get to it. There's like, once you get to this part, you just realize that this guy is straight up shit. I mean, this is just filled with traps, and then there's the last 3 floors are really questionable gameplay. I mean, yeah, this is the entire floor, by the way. But yeah, then we have this background floor. Yeah. Cool gameplay. But yeah, then we just have this like terrifying fight, right? Because it's terrifying, it's like, I guess catastrophic. Yeah, now we just have this win, which is of course a joke at the original win room of TODC. Anyways, yeah, let's continue with Tower of Confusing Sights. So I wanted to make videos about these towers, but have they screwed up on this? If they've screwed up with the checkpoint system, I'm actually gonna be mad. Anyways, yeah, this was my TOC based tower, or inspired at least. This was definitely one of my first TOC inspired towers, I guess. The only thing this had similar was just heavy conveyor usage, and the B-side and frame were, yes, similar. The rest is not. On this tower I still have like unindicated conveyors, but like I worked on a lot of like fan projects and Tower Creator, and yeah, the ones that I made there, I made them indicated, I think. At least in most. I got mostly just praised for these, or just they just said okay, whatever. Since I mean, at least this wasn't like the same quality as TOC, and this is definitely one of my better towers. I definitely tried to mix tough true skill gameplay with TOC, and the funny thing is that both of these were just made to be hard, and they were released like after each other technically. If you want to like say, yeah, like old Ring 1, Tower of True Skill was planned, like Tower of Confusion was there, and Tower of True Skill basically just wanted Theodoric wanted just to make Tower of Confusion but with less Clyde objects, I guess. Oh, at least I haven't screwed over the zipline, that's kind of cool, I guess. But I bet that the checkpoints are screwed up for no reason, just because. Okay, they are actually not. That's good. But yeah, this tower is pretty cool, I guess. I also wanted to make like a showcase of this. I scrapped it eventually. I don't know. I don't really like this mismatch, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It's definitely one of my longer towers by far. It's not a Citadel, or like compared to being a mini tower. And I definitely got lazy with the later floors, some parts at least, in terms of descending gameplay. This part kind of fits fresh again, at least in my opinion. Yeah, and that's it basically. Yeah, and I had this cool troll part, I guess. And that's it basically with this tower. Let's move on to Sonic Tower. So, this is a tower that I just wanted to do for a really long time. If you don't know, I'm a Sonic fan. And yeah, this was basically just, I wanted to make Thanos Tower, but it has Sonic in the name. And it has like a blue color scheme, and that's allowed tower crossing into my own towers. This sadly did never get finished, since I never got the motivation, and the tower crossing part was definitely screwed over by me. If I like get like the ability to do this like tower crossing thing and stuff like that in my like, you know, fan game, I will definitely do this, and I might make a revamped version of this. So everything started with like this tower has like an interesting history, I guess. Like I had the idea since I started making towers. Like this was one of my first ideas that I had. I really never got to recreate this for some reason, since first of all I didn't know how to make insane gameplay. Second of all, I just always forgot, and I had other towers that I wanted to make. And second of all, yeah, I was scared. I wanted to do a lot of tower crossing. But yeah, if you watch my Airbus Epic Mini Tower history video, part 1 at least, you might have heard about Sonic Tower. And yeah, that was the first attempt that I had at SC gameplay. And yep, that is basically a precursor to this. And you know, if nobody was in my brain or one of my IRL friends, just like Gato basically, and you would have not known that this was an idea, and you would just think that this is an extended version of the mini tower, which it is not. The mini tower basically copied this tower before this tower even existed. I also wanted to definitely put in Citadel laptop splitting for obvious reasons. I mean, come on. I don't know why though. I guess it's pretty similar to Thanos Tower. I don't know. I just wanted to make like that Ring 1 feeling, not like these really old towers like Tower Stress, but like also not like Tuts, but I wanted more to make like a gameplay style of like Thanos Tower, which still like feels kind of like Ring 1-y. It's pretty hard to describe the gameplay style that some of these towers have. I guess it's like the Jutala style in the 2020, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this tower is kind of cool, I guess. But if I really just cared enough about this tower, I would definitely put in more effort into this. As you can see here by some certain sections that this tower is not really that good. You know, here the tower crossing that just basically sends you back to towers that I made. Yeah, the bad part is also that I just recreated them from memory because I had nothing better to do. Now we have this part, which is inspired by fractured obstacles, at least the beginning, and then glitching and teething. But yeah, this tower's not that good anymore. It's kind of like, I just definitely wanted to do something different, but it did not work. I definitely want to make a revamp of this, so yeah. I might even make it a collab if that somehow works, so yeah. Just that, basically. Let's continue with Tower of Deception. So this is basically like a custom version of TOI, like Tower of Deception. a sequel that I haven't made a video on. That's also. Oh, I thought it was a lobby because I guess the beginning sounded kind of similar. But really, I think I want to finish this tower off. Because I also might do this as my first insane one. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like this tower for some reason. I like the purest view gameplay. This thing. Even though I'm definitely not gonna put that much better gameplay that anymore. Yeah, and then I just decided to use conveyors. Trust me, bro, Chip. I am not addicted to conveyors. I just used to place a lot of unindicated conveyors in my towers. Yeah, and this part is inspired by the outside in TOI floor 1. Just said it's not outside. Funny that like basically there's no gameplay outside this game. But yeah, I also tried to put a more like creative concept than in TOI with like the theming and basically just make like nets and like certain sections. So like for example for this part I have nets for like the outside thing, yeah, then on the inside. But yeah, this floor is empty. I basically just finished the first 5 floors. Still halfway through floor 6, I guess. Yeah, and the rest is just not finished. But I'm definitely will try to finish this off. So yeah, let's continue with the next one, which is gonna be tower. Okay, no, this is Tower of Rapping into Oblivion. Basically, I made a mini tower for a fan game of my friend, and basically one of my third mini tower in like that, and like in that entire game's legacy. Like the first time in like this wasn't the second area because I made 2 in the first area. But yeah, basically I made a mini tower version. But I already wanted to plan this for like the second area of my fan game. Yeah, I'm talking a lot of my fan game because I used to really want to make this. Just that I really changed up the original idea and stuff like that. And I now have another tower. A different tower planned for area 2. For that tower. So yeah, this tower starts off pretty cool. In my opinion. With just this big quick button hunt. So yeah, this tower is basically just Imagine Tots. But it has a lot of traps, and it's a bit more client object based. That's basically this. I know you heard like traps and you're going insane, but trust me, this tower is not as punishing as that tower. It's because we already got this net on the 2nd floor, but then this is just filled with 10-star traps. That's the part. And still, we have like the first 2 floors are completely, floor 2 and 3 are completely purest. This floor also only has cubics, and the only floor that has traps is this one. And after that we get this maze, and yeah, then we get a little bit of mix of client object into today's gameplay. And these 2 floors are kind of client object based, especially this one. But yeah, after that it's purest until the last floor where we just have this kill return, and that's it. Maybe there are sometimes some random kill breaks. And the unique part about this tower is also that you just do this jump, which is not even a 100-star ramp. But yeah, I wanted to finish off the wind room and want to make another like a secret ending, but yeah, I never got to do that, sadly. So yeah, if you want to see also the secret ending, tell me that, okay? Thanks. Anyways, yeah, let's continue with the next tower that I have. Okay, yeah, tower clipping and flipping. I'm not gonna sail too much into this. I made a showcase of this tower already. I think it had kind of bad audio, so I might revamp this. I don't know. But yeah, so I won't really talk that much about it, I guess. But we have now tower wrapping and flipping, which is, yeah, the follow-up of clipping and flipping. Basically, it just ends off where like the last. Okay, technically, like if you know about something about that tower, basically it like has like one explosion on the end of it. Even though that's not the last jump, it's definitely like kind of iconic. Get me? And basically, I just made it loud more raps and more pure space while having still comments. But yeah, this is just an instant tower, I guess. Yeah, I also like made some parts inspired by a tower here, wanting extra levels. Tower. Yeah. You know, it's usually on like different. Yeah, but it also has glitch realms, so I tried to this is definitely a lot more glitching and healing based than flipping and flipping. Flipping and flipping, sorry. Because you know, I want to say one fun fact about tower flipping and flipping. You know, initially I just made that name. I made the name called Tower of Flipping and Flipping. Okay, I'm kind of getting confused. Anyway, yeah, I made a tower like in school. I just because I was bored, I just draw a tower frame which did not have anything to do with flipping and flipping. I just named the tower of Flipping and Clipping. I want just to like make it like a TF style tower, just a basic classic tower. But the thing is, yeah, Tower of TOFAC. That was the joke. I just said to my friend, "Yo, say this tower's acronym, trust me." And then he said it. Basically, that was the only reason why I made the name. Then I named it after that when I started the tower. I don't want to get banned, so I decided to change up the name. And yeah, after some name changes, I decided to change flipping and flipping to it. Like if I would have actually now liked if the acronym was different, because it actually sounds a lot better than clipping and flipping. Like, be honest, do you like term flipping and clipping? Does that sound better to you, or flipping and flipping? In my opinion, I'm definitely more of a fan. That yeah, this sort is definitely kind of inspired by glitching and healing. That's kind of I don't know, pretty hard to say. It also has GD music, thinking space too, by the way. I also think this thing pretty creative, I guess. But the thing that I just wanted to do with these last few floors is, yeah, make them wacky as hell. For some reason. Okay, and then, yeah, I also wanted like a final clip, finish off, I think. It definitely had rap in it, but I kind of forgot what the name is. Oh yeah, I remember. Tower of Feeling and Rapping. I think that's the name, or Rapping and Feeling. Basically, I was just gonna spam cubics and do raps. But don't worry, I will also try, if I ever make that tower of code, I will try to include a lot of glitches too, because it's the glitch series, I guess. Yeah. Now we have Tower of Rap Calamity. And so this wasn't then like a random tower that I just made. This is the only like tower that I just randomly just there. I have like a certain type of tower that I have, and I definitely used to like at some part of like a few months ago. I definitely made a lot of these, and I just made random junk towers is what I call them. Basically, I just made towers which are just really short and just super simple. They're like kind of purist based or something like that. And then just, you know, make them. These were like made in super early. Like they were made with 0 effort. Basically, I just pumped these out quickly. Which is also why most of them are deleted. Each of them had like some kind of unique parts, I guess, like this one. I don't know why I kept this one. I think I wanted to do this one as my first, you know, insane. I don't know, because you know I'm kind of good. But yeah, I basically just wanted to make a tower that uses a ton of Calamity music. The funny thing is that after I made this tower, I started slowly using less and less Calamity mod music in my towers. And now I don't use it that I still use them time to time. But like every time I was searching for a song, I just searched Calamity mods. And I was just putting music only from that. And I mean, like, again, it has really good music, like one of the best that I heard. Maybe not some of the best ever, but it's definitely really good. And yeah, the start. I was at one point I was just too scared that this will be like remorseless. I did not want this to become remorseless, so I made man. Yeah. Top 5 towers that are definitely insane. I mean, this literally has jumps with you, but slightly turned down. And yeah, we have the Citadels moment 2. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the rest of the project. Yeah, and then I just made 3 reference. Okay, I'm a big gamer. Just that you have to do rap because this starts rap level. So basically, yeah, this shit is too. This part is literally useless of the outside. Funny that this, even though this sounds it, but it has been studs. Also, the previous part also has been studs. And yeah, these are a lot more for than the ones before. And then we just have this gameplay. So yeah, I wanted to make the VM border for this. So another thing that I had planned about this tower was that it was for the 6th area of my plan game. Kind of cool. Yeah, then we have I think a 10.2 start. No, is that a 10.0? Holy moly, I think that's a 10.25. Or 25 should be max. Right? Yeah, I think so. This is around the quarter start. Maybe I'm stupid and this is just less. But yeah, this part is really cool. Kind of funny because I wanted to, like, after the sign you only have to do 3 jumps. Yeah, and then we have this cool part. Okay, my spelling is shit as hell. I don't know how I'm actually good at English. Just because like I have the competence, I guess. I don't know. Really weird how I'm good at English. Anyways, yeah, we have now. Oh man, tough extreme raft. So this is the hardest tower that is possible. Or at least was made to be possible. Because there are some towers which I like, where I'm not even sure if these are possible. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm back. So tower extreme raft. So I just wanted to make a tower with the name of Raft, and then this is basically just a sequel to Tower Frightening Nightmares, and this was you are like gameplay. Yeah, this was after I all jumped it on my mobile. I also all jumped it now on the PC. Yeah, basically all jumped build terrifying tower through the nest. Even though like both times I'm still around the tower. Which is, you know, kind of Is that good? But yeah, I just wanted to like kind of make it UF and I will also still like make it mostly. But yeah, this wasn't really made to be good. This is again one of these tower dump junk thingies that I made. Basically, like I didn't even try to make good gameplay. I just wanted to make like Ring 5, like just old towers that are just hard. This was also the first time I like made terrifying tower. You know, I made the terrifying section of Tower difficult to try. But again, like come on, that's just a floor, and that's not even a map in terrifying. It's copied floor 3 of kind of this. But yeah, this tower is just really hard, I guess. Because it also has insta-kills. Yeah, now we just have this part. The funny thing about this tower is just that like these 3 floors are so easy compared to the rest. And then we have this floor and man, shit. Okay, you can skip, but I'm gonna try to fix that. Yeah, then we just have insanity driving gameplay. Yay! Funny thing is that I made some sections of this tower in a car. Basically, I was just on vacation while making this tower, or at least this most of the parts. Which means also that I really couldn't work on it that much since we went hiking most of the time. But yeah, this part is also kind of cool, like kind of transitions, but yeah, sorry. The transition is not done well, I know, again. And then it's just one set fitting time, but I like the music of this tower though. Besides floor 8, it's not my favorite song. I might revamp that tower too. And hey man, I think I'm gonna nerf down this jump, right? Anyways, yeah, I might finish this up soon. I don't know. So yeah, let's continue with the next tower. Oh my god, we're already there. So yeah, this tower is... I haven't even done anything in this, basically, just like 2 jumps. Okay, this does not fit to the frame color at all. Basically what I just wanted to make is a tower that's like a gradient from the bosses to the flames. As you can see here, it basically just becomes more robust. Oh my god. But yeah, let's just continue with tutorial towers from my Tower Creator series, so you already have seen that. Tower stepping into house in Mega Collab, I already made a video on that. This tower. Oh, Eternal Insanity. Yeah, this is a Tower of Eternal Suffering, but it's made by me, basically this. And it's a lot more similar to Tots, if that even makes any kind of sense. And I kind of combined the purest. I don't know, it's definitely not that much. Okay, yeah, I take that back. It's definitely good object based. Oh yeah, I tried to put an audio in that I uploaded. It does not work for obvious reasons. Yeah, this once again in the tower dump era. Perfect revamp. Yeah, I wanted to make a perfect revamp that isn't just modern gameplay. Basically, this is again a tower dump. Yeah. You know what I might make this. I actually kind of look forward for this. Wait, what is this one? I don't know. Oh yeah, dashing and crashing. Oh yeah, this one is a cool one. I want to make GG Towers. Yeah, that's it basically. And this one was made in 5 seconds. Okay, just kidding. In like 1 hour, I made the first 8 floors. Yeah. And we have PK play like this. Yeah, I wanted to put a wood trucks with dimension. If you're playing GTA in Warhammer, yeah, like at any a bit, you've probably heard about wood trucks, and he's basically just a YouTuber. Okay, why don't these jump orbs work? Sorry. Oh yeah, something is wrong. Please. Oh yeah, then I made the both floor. Yeah. Good luck with that, man. Yeah, for obvious reasons, this has one of the best soundtracks in the town that I ever made. I mean, GD is, it's not really, it's kind of a rhythm-based game. It's pretty hard to say. Since again, like, you can't read that much say it's rhythm-based again, but there's also like big things and stuff like that. Wait, what do I have for this? Oh, orbit. And here we have the every end floor. Okay, that was a bit too slow. The thinking space too. Yeah, and then the block floor. That's basically it. I think now we have tough new. Oh yeah, I made another tower. I had videos about it, I guess. I'm definitely gonna upload like the full showcase, I guess. So yeah, that's it. See you next time, man. Bye. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, again, tell me all the stuff you want to see in the comments, because most of these are unfinished. Bye.